Africa. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
What is going on, people? I am Stickman, the sexy, beautiful bitch on the internet. But, in the back already got some Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay. Just opened up a common chest and okay, 2 legendaries. It's better than fucking Black Ops 3 shit or Advanced Warfare, fucking boots and knee pads galore. But, today I feel like I'm gonna upload a story video, because I haven't uploaded in God knows how long, and I just wanted to. And, oh yeah, do you like the intro at the beginning of this video? Yeah, I just slapped it together in like fucking 15 minutes. It's pretty fucking cancerous, but I'll make a new one better. And if I, like, start mumbling, or I fucking start rambling, or do other random shit, because it's like, it's 3:51 in the morning where I am, so I'm kind of tired. But, as I said, I'm going to be telling a story today, and this story is about the time I almost got arrested in 7th grade, and I'm currently a freshman right now, so that was 2 years ago. Okay, so I guess I'd say it starts off with me punching a kid in the face. So this kid, he didn't really have it coming to him. I mean, he was an asshole, nobody fucking liked him, especially me. I didn't really fucking like him at all. But we're in the lunch line waiting to get lunch, and this kid, he fucking pushes, like, he goes in front of me. I was like, dude, you can't go in front of me. You know, like, no cuts, no butts, no coconuts. He's like, well, I'm gonna come in. He's like, well, whatever, what are you gonna do about it? So I pushed him, he pushed me back, and I fucking punched that bitch right in the side of the head, because I ain't having none of that shit. And, then he got pissed at me, just kind of glared at me and shit. And then he fucking, like, walked away, like, he was all, like, he didn't really walk, he, like, fucking trudged in, like, a little, like, flappy mess, because he's kind of fat. But it's kind of a mean comment, but okay. So, anyway, he left, and, one of the aides was, like, talking to him and shit. I was like, oh, great, little bitch is gonna go whining and shit. And school didn't really do anything until a couple days later, where they called me into the office and shit like that. But after that, apparently, like, he was trying to hit me in the back of the head with lunch trays and shit. That's what people told me. He never actually came up to me and did anything. Sorry about that. Oh shit. There's a fucking pizza. Okay, whatever, but fuck. What was I saying? Oh yeah. And, so, teachers, they eventually called me into the office, and they're like, yeah, you can't hit this kid. And so, both of you are gonna be getting, Saturday school. Like, oh, great. So, no. Just me, I got Saturday school, because he didn't do anything. So I was in Saturday school, and, I was really fucking around with all my friends and shit. And because we were being complete assholes, to be honest. Like I'd been to Saturday school a whole bunch because I had a whole bunch of missing assignments. Like I said, I was an asshole in 7th grade. I didn't do my work. Basically, that was like my little rebel stage. And so Saturday school wasn't anything different. I think the main reason why I was so pissed was because she wouldn't let me listen to music on my phone. I'd been there, as I said, I'd been there before, and just for missing assignments, and like, I'd sit there and do my work and listen to music. But she wouldn't let me listen to my music that time, because, apparently I was in there because I was in trouble and not for missing work. Which I thought that was bullshit. I mean, now that I think of it, it kind of makes sense. But so basically that entire time we were being assholes. At one point, like, we had a little break, like, midway through the day, where we went into, like, the little cafeteria room and we gotta fuck around and shit. And after that, we were going back to the library. Well, me and my group of friends, we like ran away and hid in one of the classrooms, and the teacher had a bunch of Mountain Dew under her desk, so we drank a bunch of that. And then after that, we decided we went back to the classroom. She's like, "Where were you?" And we're like, "Oh, don't worry about it." She just like threw it off. Like, she was actually like really calm considering the situation. We were being complete assholes. Like any other teacher would have completely kicked us out a long time ago. But, anyway, after we got back there, we were kind of fucking around and shit. One of my friends was like, "You know what, fucking, I'm gonna be leaving early. And if you leave early, then you have to come back another time and have Saturday school again." But he left. And when he was leaving, she took my longboard with him, and it was raining outside. I'll get to that in a bit, but he was leaving. I tried taking my longboard out of her hand because I told her I'm not leaving, that's my longboard, but she didn't fucking listen, so I tried taking it out of her hand, and that was apparently assault, according to the officer who was talking to me. Oh god. And she threw my longboard out in the rain. The kid that was gonna leave didn't even end up going outside the doors. But she threw my longboard outside in the rain. I went outside to go grab it, and then she locked me outside in the fucking rain. And I was really fucking pissed at this time. I was like flipping shit. And so I grabbed my longboard and then I went over to the door. I started banging on her, telling her to let me in. She wouldn't let me in, so I kicked the door. And I fucked up, like, the little metal framing that was holding in the glass panel. And it's, like, reinforced glass and shit, so it's really fucking tough. You can't break that shit, really, just by kicking it. Especially me, because I'm a little scrawny fucker. But so I went around the school to the library, and the library, so it's got, like, a big glass wall and shit, and I started pounding on the fucking door, and she wouldn't let me in. And I started, like, hitting the door and kicking it and screaming, "Let me the fuck in!" And I was cussing her out, and she just wouldn't let me in. And I grabbed my longboard, and I smacked it against the ground, and I put a big-ass crack in it. And, also outside the library, there's, like, some steps to get up, to, like, the glass doors. And at the top, there's kind of like a patio-type thing, and there are metal tables up there. And I flipped over one of the big metal tables and pushed it down the stairs. And then I just picked up my longboard and called my mom, and she came and picked me up. And then I told her like the situation and shit, and she was like, "Oh, well, hope you don't get in trouble or some shit." And she didn't really care too much. I honestly don't know why. But then I decided not to go to school Monday. I don't know fucking why, I just didn't really want to go. And so at lunch, the principal and a police officer came to my house, and they were talking to me and shit. And he's like, "Well, she could have charged you with assault, but she didn't." And I was like, "The fuck is okay? That's good, I guess." But then I went back to school, and they ended up giving me 2 weeks of ISS, which was the remainder of the school year. Which, that kind of sucked ass, having to be in there. Oh, and just to make matters worse, the kid that I punched in the face earlier, he was actually in Saturday school too. Saturday school ISS. Oh, he was only in there for like the last couple days of school. And so eventually having to be stuck in a room for like an entire fucking week with him, we eventually made up, and like we were fucking around basically the entire time. And didn't really care. But this kid who was mentally challenged, his name was Ryan, he would come into the room, and he had like this top, and he would spin it and had lights and shit, and he'd turn the lights off, and you know, Ryan's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that concludes my story on how I almost got arrested and having 2 weeks of ISS. which kind of sucked booty cheeks. So yeah, appropriate ratings appreciated, like, dislike, all that. Comment down below. Bye.